This perp back with another video, and I just got done watching Scream 5, or just better known as Scream. This is the 5th Scream movie in the franchise, and before I get into this review, hit that like button, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at perpminer420. Yeah, so with all that being said, Scream, this movie in particular, has had a very interesting run as far as marketing goes. I think they did a pretty good job marketing this because my theater was pretty much filled, which was interesting to me. So I think it's going to do really well box office wise. Now, what did they do this time around that it's different than the other 4 movies? It actually does a lot different compared to the other movies. It does try to do something unique without trying to copy the original. It still kind of pays attention to that original movie. Now, this kind of starts off, normally how these Scream movies starts off, we see a stab movie. We don't get that this time around. It gets mentioned, it was made in a previous year by Rian Johnson. It's supposed to be a joke or something like that, but, didn't really find it that funny. But this movie is definitely very, very meta and very on the nose with a lot of its reveals and a lot of just its rules. That's a big thing about Scream. It's it has its own set of rules. There are some unique twists in this movie. For one being, the main character is connected to the original killer. It's her father. And not too sure how that whole lines up, as far as age goes and timeline goes. I don't see how that really adds up. That's, like I said, I gotta watch this again and probably rewatch the whole entire Scream franchise again. Because I don't know. I don't think the age adds up. I could be wrong. But that whole premise right there, just the fact that Billy Loomis's daughter is pretty much kind of the main focus, and she has this sister named Tara, the one that gets attacked first in the first part of this movie. Now, I kind of wanted to see more of kind of Tara's character, because I liked her acting wise compared to the main character that we got, Sam. She came off a little too one-dimensional and kind of took me out of the movie sometimes. But she does some dope shit in here. I just think they could have done more with her just being Billy Loomis's, daughter. That would have been cool. Other than that, the introduction of Cindy, you don't get that until 30 minutes in. They kind of, Sydney and Gail and also Dewey, it's kind of like they come and go in this movie, in my opinion. I feel like their stay was here, and then all of a sudden they're just, put into the background. Dewey actually has a very big part in this, and I will say that there are some really big major deaths in this movie. Not going to spoil what that is or who that is. That's pretty interesting, because I could see some people. I don't know. I'm curious to see how people are going to react to one specific death. But there are several deaths in this movie. Now, I think the kill count and just the kills overall were pretty satisfying, in my opinion. The only gripe is the main character, Sam. I just didn't really like her performance in this. It did really nothing. I kind of wish they do kind of reference 4, but not really, because I feel like 4 was a pretty big deal that they could have referenced going into this a little bit more. There is a kind of message about fandom, because each one of these Scream movies kind of, deals with certain things. The second one dealing with sequels, the third one dealing with trilogies, the fourth one kind of dealing with just reinventing the franchise. And this one is really about fandom. That's all I can really say without spoiling what that is. But when you see it, you know what I'm talking about. And I'm kind of satisfied with the ending because it definitely leaves room for another Scream movie. I guarantee you they're going to make another Scream movie. How they're going to do that one, I don't know. That might be a little overkill. But because none of these movies, especially this one, didn't seem like it was really coming to a close. You know, I feel like there could always be another killer on the rise or another killer getting inspired. Who knows, though? I would definitely watch a Scream 6 because even though I have issues with this movie, I still enjoyed it. I think it was a fun experience. I'm going to watch it again for a second time this weekend because there's some other friends that want to go see it and whatnot. So I'm wondering how this is going to hold up with second viewing. We'll just have to wait and see. If you have seen this movie, let me know in the comments below. Did any of the new characters feel likable to you? Because I really don't care about any of the new characters besides Tara. Tara was the only one that was kind of interesting. Like I said, overall, it's okay. It was an okay movie. I really enjoyed it for what it was. The kills, I think, were satisfying. It was brutal. But yeah, I don't want to say too much more. Y'all should go check it out yourself and let me know in the comments below how you feel about it. I will see y'all in the next time they decide to make a Scream movie, because I think if they do a sixth one, it'll be really interesting to see the direction that they take for the sixth time around, and who will be the next one to go. What will be the next stakes to be risen? I definitely think that they have definitely risen the bar. But anyways, I don't want to drag this out any too longer. Till next time, I will see y'all in the next review. Peace.